So this is part 2 of comparison, people and thing with adjectives. So for the first part, I kind of showed my notes and also explained the different formulas. Now what I did is copy a lot of sentences in French, so I could pick them apart to show how those work when we do use comparison. So what it looked like in French, and then we'll create those together. Let me get a marker because I have a feeling sometime when I write with a pen, oops, I'm sorry. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. And I apologize for the background noise. My dog earlier was drinking water, and when I was listening to the recording, I was like, people are going to wonder what is happening. So he's making a little racket here. But anyway, I also have a cold that I've had for the last 3 weeks, so I don't sound the best. So the first sentence right here is Elle est plus belle que moi. So if you are an English person and you start taking French, if you pick this one apart and kind of look at it, we have our subject here, the verb that agrees with the subject. And then this one's going to be a comparative with plus. So we have plus. Then we have our adjective. Notice that the adjective has to agree, belle has to agree with elle. So belle, then we have que, which, you know, it's a relative pronoun that we put right here. And then at the end, we have, for this one, we have a stress pronoun. So this is what is called a stress pronoun. Now, this first sentence means she is more beautiful than I. The second one, same thing. We have our subject, then our verb. We do plus again. Our adjective, this time notice the adjective agrees with il. Then que, so you kind of frame that adjective with plus que, moins que, aussi que, and then another stress pronoun right here, stress pronoun. This one right here, je, so it's again our subject. Our verb, now notice the verb, it's the verb to be, but we conjugate it with I, therefore it's a little different. And then we have aussi, so we do it an as, and intelligent is our adjective. We assuming here the person is male because there's no I at the end, then que, and this time we don't have a stress pronoun. We actually have a noun. We have a person at the end. Nous sommes, so we have another plural, the subject. Then my verb, notice, it's plural this time. We're going to have comparison to say more than. And this time, notice that the adjective agree again with nous, because it's a plural, so we added an S. Now, if this would happen to be female, then it would be not sportif, but sportive. So you have to be careful. You know, in French, everything has to agree from left to right all the time. And que, notice that que, we put an apostrophe and we drop the E because is a stress pronoun. That means them. And in French, you remember, we cannot have two vowels right next to one another because it's very difficult to say. So we get rid of it and then we kind of do what we call a liaison. So we attach those two words together, que. And that means, by the way, I'm not giving you the translation for this one, but that means we are more athletic than them. Ils sont aussi intelligents que vous, subject, the verb, plural, aussi for the equality. Intelligent, my adjective, we have to make sure it agrees with our subject, and it does. So they are as intelligent que vous. So here with as in English, as in French, it's going to stay with the que, then you. And vous is a stress pronoun. Elle est moins grande que moi. So I'm not going to keep on crossing out, but elle is the subject. Our verb again, go back to singular. Moi. Grande, agree, who's my subject? It's female, singular. So grande, take an I. And then you have to have your que, and this is again a stress pronoun. Elle est. Here she is. The verb in that case was going to be the same. Plus. And because we had a female, that adjective agree with elle again. Same thing. And que, lui, and this is a stress pronoun. So adjective really agree with the subject. Nous sommes aussi heureux que Martine. So here we have a plural. Subject is plural. Then we have to conjugate it with the verb that go with we, which is some. Then we have the equality equal sign, which is aussi. Heureux, agree with nous. And because it's heureux, we know it's male, or male and female together. If it was female, it would be heureuse. And then que, and this time we have, just like we had earlier here, we have an actual name of a person. So an actual proper noun. Now, the last two sentences do not talk about people, but here you could use that same formula to compare things. So, for example, we have cette robe. Cette robe is this dress. Then my verb, singular. Then it's going to be a minus sign. Cher is my adjective. Adjective that means expensive. And because robe is female, cher has to be female. And then we have que, always. And then we comparing cette robe as cette jupe. So we're comparing a dress to a skirt. So this dress is less expensive than this skirt. So you see that works also for things, not just for people. Cet ordinateur is our last example. Cet ordinateur is this computer. So this is our subject. The verb, singular, third person, conjugated est. This time we're doing a plus option, I'm sorry. Plus, our adjective, if you notice, our adjective is male, singular, that agree with ordinateur, because ordinateur is also male. And I don't know if you notice, this is a demonstrative adjective that we put at the beginning of a sentence. That means this, that. This one is a feminine demonstrative adjective. This one is the male one. So notice, so this one agree with this one. And of course we have que again. And then we comparing it this time to le portable. And le portable is what you call here cell phone. So it's also another object. Here the object we were comparing with female. And here the object we're comparing are male. And everything kind of fits well together and everything agree with one another. So this was part 2 of comparing people and things with adjectives. So I pick apart all those sentences that were in French. And now for our last part, we're going to put sub-sentence together in French. So I will work them out, and you can work them out at home if you want to, and try to maybe beat me up on this. There's about 20 examples. I won't have time to do 20, but I pick some here and there. So see you in a little bit for part 3 of this grammar lesson.